Okay, we're back with video number 3 of day number 4, and I want to thank you first of all for sticking with me throughout today's lesson. I know I've got you bouncing all over the place here, but it'll all be well worth it in the end. And so today, again, we've been talking about caloric balance. We've talked about calories in versus calories out. And one of the most important things that you want to look at doing is establishing a negative caloric balance. All that means is that when you look at the total number of calories that you're consuming and you subtract the total number of calories that you are burning, again, you should have by this point already gone and calculated your three things: your body mass index, your resting metabolic rate, and your daily caloric needs. And your daily caloric needs is really what we're going to zero in on here in this final installment of today's lesson. Your daily caloric needs represents your resting metabolic rate, plus it takes into account some of the other factors that will affect your metabolism, like your age, your gender, your level of physical activity. So of the three numbers that you have, you should have a number representing your daily caloric needs. It's probably the biggest number of the three that I had you calculate just a moment ago. So let's pretend for just a moment that your daily caloric needs right now for the data that you entered about yourself is 2,000 calories. What that means is that at the end of the day, considering all that you do, your physical activity, your day-to-day life, and your body type and body composition, as well as your age and your gender, you're going to burn about 2,000 calories on a daily basis. Now, if you want to maintain that weight, you would take in 2,000 calories on a daily basis as well. So you see the balance is equal. The amount of calories you're taking in and the amount of calories you're expending are exactly equal. But if you're watching this video, I would guess it's because you want to lose fat and possibly lose weight to help you get in better shape, to look good and to feel good. And so what you want to do in that case is not have an equal balance, but you'd want to have what's called a negative caloric balance. And all that means is that you're taking in less calories than what you are expending. So again, let's take the example of the person who's burning off 2,000 calories. That person wants to lose fat. They'd probably be about 500 to 800 calories less taking in versus what they are burning off. So they might take in 1,400 to 1,500 calories while they're burning off 2,000 calories, and the net deficit is going to be, now just to be clear here, you're not going to be depriving yourself or starving yourself, but the net deficit is going to be made up, the energy is going to be provided by the stored body fat that you have stored around your abdomen or other parts of your body. So the key lesson here is that you must create a negative caloric balance, which means that you are taking in a moderately smaller amount of calories than what you are burning off. So what's your daily caloric needs? What's your number? What I want you to do is take that number, subtract between 500 and 800 calories, and that's what you should be looking at as far as a daily caloric intake to achieve optimal fat loss. So again, if you have a daily caloric needs of 2,000 calories, and let's say you want to say minus 500, so you're going to be taking in 1,500 calories. What I want you to do with that number is to divide it by 5, which represents each of the meals and snacks that you're going to be having. If you read the report yesterday that I gave you, you'll know that I want you to be eating at least 5 small mini meals throughout the day, rather than one big one or 2 or 3 big ones. 5 small mini meals throughout the day. Divide the 1,500 calories up by 5, or whatever your daily intake is going to be. Divide it up by 5, and you'll have a meal-by-meal caloric count. In this case, it would be 1,500 divided by 5. You'd get 300 calories per meal or snack, and that's going to give you a nice micromanaged approach to how much you should be eating at each given meal. And if you sit down and look at a meal and say, wow, this is a lot more than 300 or 350 calories, guess what? You may be taking in too many calories for that given day. Now, I'm going to pause the video here, and I'm just going to summarize in the next video. It'll be a short one, I promise. So thanks for being patient with me.